Evening, back again. Little while since an update. Some of it I didn't record due to the fact I was halfway through something and my phone died, and I just carried on and then realised at the end, unfortunately. But just a quickie. The driver's corner scuttle is done, and the plate on the underside just there. All the inner flitch panel is done. A couple of little repairs have been done as well. The inner wing, I'll add some pictures, because I took some pictures, but that's all been cut out, rust treated behind in the cross member, which was actually pretty sane, but it's just some flaky paint. And then that's had a nice thicker bit of metal plate put in, all welded in. General stress cracks that you sometimes get up on this inner wing, they've been cleaned back and welded through. Top of the inner wing is ready. The only reason I've left the original front slam panel on at the moment, just to give a bit more stability on the inner wings whilst working on them, just to help a bit. This is just flaky bits of stuff that's going to come off. But anyway, so it's on its side now. All the seals are done. It's just got some zinc primer on there for now. There's seam sealing and everything to be done, but I'm going to do that at the end, and I'm happy. Just looking at the repair, so rear boot floor section, someone had put a repair, they'd welded it from the inside. Didn't look too bad a job from the inside, but they'd over allowed this sort of 3-4 inch bit of metal, which where all the weathered dust and dirt and crud and what have you has all got in there and just sat behind, and it's just worsened their welded point here from inside. Plus, when I just pulled that off, that is literally body filler that they've then body filled that whole triangle out. So now that I've cut into this panel and I don't want to really mess around with it anymore, I think I'm just going to remove this whole panel, get a new one, because I do need to make some repairs. As you can see there, it's quite, battery box is solid. This the extra support plate here is solid. That bit is non-existent, but I knew that anyway, both sides, so I've got the brackets to go ahead and do that. There's a little repair to do is on the other side. Yeah, so just down here by this strengthening plate. This is actually in the back seat, and this bit here, just a couple of little patches to cut out and put back in. But other than that, I mean, your standard bottom half of any Mini at this age or before just generally rots away. Most of this that's all scabby up here looks bad, but it actually scrapes off. It's really deceiving, really. There is some patchwork to be done to the bottom corner of this arch here, but all will be revealed when it comes off. And I've got new panels to go all the way across the bottom half of the boot as well. So yeah, stick with us and we'll crack on with that. Corner, new hinge panel, that corner's cut out, pulling apart everything that's been bodged before. It's literally body filler holding the metal on. Dodgy repairs. It'll be done soon. been a while. We're back. I have been here doing stuff. Just trying to protect my life a little bit whilst grinding away. I've got some videos from probably about a month ago. I haven't really done too much since Christmas. Over the Christmas period, I spent 3 hours out here in the whole sort of 10 days off, just to have some time with the family instead. So yeah, just been pressing on. It was a bit boring when you just keep seeing the same stuff, so I thought I'd just crack on, and I'll just flip this round now so you can see from previous where I was at. So yeah, without further ado, here we're at. So Mini's on its side. Previous video clips you would have seen the repairs going across the rear of the car. This whole corner is now complete on the driver's side. That's weld burns that have come through from when I've galv sprayed it just to protect the metal whilst it's been a bit damp out here. It's that time of year. I'm onto the passenger side. So I've repaired, you can still see the hole there. I'll show you from the other side, but that's a new piece of metal in there. Done a new piece just at the bottom of the rear wheel tub. I've just cut and just placing this piece in now, which I'll show you from the other side in a second. So as we go around, this side had a patch needed to the rear seat, and also where the rear support is for the rear seat belt anchor. That whole area was just a bit cruddy, knocked it away, and lo and behold needed a whole new piece. So that's there, still needs some grinding and what have you. And then that's a strengthening plate to match what was there on the original, which looks scabby, but that is literally on the surface. I've had a good go on everything just to make sure I'm not missing anything as I go. And as you can see, repair pieces going in. So where we at? So I've obviously got the end panel there. That's the repair, little repair across the top there as well. That new patch going in. Again, some bits and pieces to tidy up. And that means the whole rear end is then done, bar the brackets. So you know the got support brackets, which are over here, and the fuel tank strap. So these brackets, which were pretty much non-existent in the previous kind of repair that somebody had done to this. So for me to get the exact location, because at the moment the repair panel doesn't come with holes, so for me to get the exact location, once I've repaired this corner up here, I'm going to turn the car back over, offer up the rear subframe, bolt it to the heel board, and then where the trunnions, the mating points are for the rear, I can obviously mark those onto the floor, take it away, drill it, and then from the inside I can actually nut and bolt through the supports, which will hold it in place at the same time as me actually welding them. So that'll work, it'll hold it all exactly where it needs to be, and then that means that's all done. Then obviously once I've done that, it's offering up the fuel tank. I will obviously pencil mark around the fuel tank bracket because it's not wise to weld around an empty fuel tank. And then that means the whole rear end's done, and everything is done from front to, let's say front, so from front floor pan all the way through to the rear will all be complete, which will be amazing. And then we're on to this side, which will be flat in the weld, up that inner flitch. Scuttle repair, obviously scabby metal and repairs and stress cracks and stuff on the inner wings on this side. Once that's done, it's the front end on, and then reskin some doors and bottom repairs, and then all the welding is complete.